Welcome everyone. Today's Christmas pageant by the children is a story of how the animals in the stable magically developed the ability to speak so that we might understand their story. And our story opens in a small stable behind an inn in the city of Bethlehem in Israel. The sun had set early, as it always did in the winter, and the animals in their stable were just getting ready to settle in after their evening meal. The cows had just finished their hay. And the sheep had just finished their hay. The doves had fluttered up to the rafters of the stable after plucking the leftover grains from the floor. Everything was pretty much as it always was during a winter evening, but then, as the stars started coming out, the animals noticed that the stable was lighter than usual. Some bright light was shining through the cracks. They went to peek out of the cracks in the door to see what it could be.
Look, there's a beautiful star out there. It's lighting everything up.
Bah, what? You're talking.
I guess I am, but so are you.
Listen, we can talk too.
What is happening?
The animals didn't know it, but this was to be a night of wonderful miracles, and this was the first one. They were all able to speak a language that the others could speak and understand too.
Maybe he can talk to and help us find out what's going on tonight.
Hello, donkey. We stable animals can talk to each other tonight. Can you talk too and understand us?
Yeehaw! Hello. I guess I can, and I am glad.
Do you know what's going on tonight?
You bet I do. I've been a part of it for many long miles.
Please tell us what is happening.
Well, it's like this.
The donkey explained to the other animals that she had come with a man and a woman named Joseph and Mary. They had made a long journey to Bethlehem to pay their taxes. Mary was going to have a baby, and she and Joseph and the donkey were very tired. Joseph had been looking for a place for them to stay, but there were many other people in Bethlehem to pay their taxes too, and there weren't any more places left. Finally, they had come to the inn in front of this stable, and the innkeeper said they could stay there in the stable for the night. The donkey was a little upset because she heard Mary and Joseph talking, and this little baby was supposed to be a very special little boy. His name was to be Jesus.
Yes, he's supposed to be very special. And if I know anything about babies, and believe me, I do. I've had 3 so far. Mary's gonna have that baby tonight. Yes, here in this barn. Maybe that's why we can all talk tonight, so we can work to get this place ready for them.
You mean we should help?
Of course we should, but we better hurry.
All right, let's get busy.
The animals were very excited. Once they realized they had the special task of getting their home ready for the birth of a very special human being, each one scurried around, trying to tidy up and get everything ready before Mary and Joseph finished talking to the innkeeper. Mary and Joseph were ready to rest. For a while, it seemed as if everyone was going to settle down to sleep. But in the middle of the night, Mary had her little baby. She and Joseph wrapped him up in long clothes and laid him in the manger. They covered him with some blankets that they had brought from home, and then with the soft sheep's wool to keep him warm. Mary and Joseph listened with amazement as the animals began to sing softly, and then watched as the baby Jesus went peacefully to sleep, listening to the animals' sweet voices. Jesus, our brother, kind and good, was humbly born in a stable room, and the friendly beasts around him stood. Jesus, our brother, kind and good.
I said the donkey, shaggy and brown. I carried his mother uphill and down. I carried her safely to Bethlehem town. I said the donkey, shaggy and brown.
I said the cow, all white and red. I gave him my manger for a bed. I gave him my hay to pillow his head. I said the cow, all white and red.
I said the sheep with the curly horn. I gave him my wool for a blanket warm. He wore my coat on Christmas morn. I said the sheep with the curly horn.
I cooed the dove from the rafters high. I cooed him to sleep that he should not cry.
We cooed him to sleep, my mate and I cooed the dove from the rafters high.
And every beast, by some good spell, in the stable dark, was glad to tell of the gifts they gave Emmanuel, the gifts they gave Emmanuel. Soon, other people began to arrive in the small stable, and other animals joined the first ones.
Bah, hello and welcome. What are all of you doing here?
We were just going to sleep when the whole sky lit up. There were a lot of shining angels in the sky, singing a glorious song. They told our shepherds to come here and worship the new king. I don't know. The angels were singing about a king and peace on earth and goodwill to all people.
That sounds wonderful.
Peace and love here on our earth, that would be a miracle.
This whole night is about miracles. I think.
Here comes some more folks. They look as if they've traveled a long way too.
Hello, sister. What is your story?
We came from the east a long way from here. Our masters, the royal wise men, followed that huge, beautiful star to this place. It looks pretty crummy. Is there really a king here?
There certainly is. See that beautiful new king over there? Your master seemed to know even what he is. They're giving him some really wonderful presents.
You're right. There's a special feeling about this place for some reason.
I think that special feeling comes from God.
That's right. That's right. This baby is a gift from him to our earth.
The animals were right. There was such a feeling of love and joy in the stable that night that we are still singing about it and feeling it to this day. Jesus came to give all the world his special gifts of love and peace and hope. Thank you all for joining us here today to celebrate the miracle of Christmas. Please join me in a prayer. Dear Lord, we thank you for the wonderful gift you gave the world in Jesus. Help us all to speak kind, loving, and gentle words this Christmas season and throughout the year. Amen. Good day, and may God bless your Christmas this year.